the magazine, I'm Kelly McLaughlin.
Kevin Brown is one of our favorite people here at WMCT. And in this month's How Do They Do That segment, Kevin showed us just what goes into becoming an Ironman.
We've all heard of an Ironman competition, but what is it really? What would it take to become one? Well, thanks to our local Ironman, Kevin Brown, the questions stop right here.
I used to have a motto that was, I'd rather run up a tab than run up the street. And now 20 years later, I can run a marathon like it's nothing.
Kevin Brown is on a mission, one that most don't achieve in a lifetime, to become an Ironman for the second time. Let's start at the top. On February 18th, 1978, exactly 30 years ago this year, the first Ironman triathlon was staged. Today, the Ironman journey is not just an event, it's an industry. There are thousands of competitors and 24 Ironman events every year. The Ironman event comprises of a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike race, and a 26.2-mile marathon.
It's just a short day's work.
Now that's a total of 140.6 miles, with every mile changing your life along the way. I know it sounds intimidating, but this event is truly for the amateur athlete. Any one of you sitting at home today can become an Ironman or an Iron Woman. Kevin Brown is here to tell you just that.
I tell people I am living proof that anyone, and I mean anyone, can become an Ironman if they so choose. They might be 45 years old. They might be 60 years old. They might be 18 years old. And they've got a goal to accomplish something like this. It does a lot for you to do something like this. I can remember doing my first marathons. I'd be like out running a mile going, how can somebody do 26.2 miles? This is crazy. But then as I started building on it and you do a little bit more and a little bit more, your body responds, your mind gets ready for it, and you actually discover that the human body is an incredible machine.
Wait just 1 second. Do you want to see Kevin at the beginning of his journey? Let's take a look back to see how Kevin first got started. Marlboro native Kevin Brown began a remarkable mission just 1 year ago, a mission to save the Addiction Referral Center right here in Marlboro. We took our cameras over to the ARC to meet Kevin, and for us, our lives will forever be touched. Kevin looked a lot different back then, but the message was still the same, to save the center.
I'm humbled, truly humbled, to be able to give something back to the ARC. That's what I'm trying to do. This is a way in which I think I can help to preserve something that I think needs to be here for many, many years to come.
We've been tracking Kevin's journey since the beginning. He's made several appearances on Marlboro this week, including one live appearance.
And I want to say a special thanks to this TV station because you've supported me all along every single piece of my journey doing this, and you were part of the success of how this happened.
Through hard work and dedication to his Ironman journey, Kevin completed the competition and raised $15,000 for the ARC.
If it were not for Kevin to enter an Ironman contest, we would have gone down the lowest in the budget that the Addiction Referral Center has ever been, and it was threatening to close us.
Well, it's 1 year later, and are you wondering what Kevin's up to now? Well, on April 13th, 2008, Kevin will kick off a 7 Ironman 18-month journey to support the ARC, in addition to the Right Turn in Arlington. Yes, I said 7 Ironmans. What's cool about Kevin is that he's making a major difference in this community, and he's doing things he never thought possible.
In my experience, I've crossed things I never thought I'd be doing something like this. Once, never mind gonna try and pull something to do it 7 times within 18 months. So you definitely overcome certain fears and your confidence level gets better and you execute better. I found for me, I've been able to do things that I never thought were possible. Now I kind of look at it like no matter what I think is impossible, it really isn't. If I really want to do it, I can do it.
Kevin's goal will definitely be a challenge to accomplish. Don't be intimidated. Set a goal that's suitable to you, but remember, anything is possible.
You can build up to get ready for that goal, whatever that is, whether it's a sprint triathlon, an Olympic triathlon, a half Ironman, a full Ironman, and it's not a difficult process. You do have to put in the time, and the effort, and it does take away weekends, especially for the last 5 or 6 weeks out from a full Ironman. I probably train anywhere from 8 to 10 hours per day on a Saturday and a Sunday. I use a 30-week training program. It's a very simple Excel spreadsheet that kind of gives you your miles, what days to swim, what days to bike, what days to run.
Training for an Ironman is intense, but the workload increases gradually, which means you don't have to be in the best of shape just to begin.
Kevin says to get through an Ironman, you need 3 different things. You need passion, drive, and support. You need something to believe in. For Kevin, he's turned his Ironman journey into a fundraiser for a local addiction referral center.
Kevin plans to raise even more money this time around for the ARC so people in need get the help they deserve.
That's what we're working on doing. We're growing this thing and staying excited and glad to help out as many charities as we can.
The Ironman journey for Kevin has been life-changing, not only for him, but also for numerous individuals around him and in his life. Luckily for Kevin, his job has given him full support and allows him flexibility within his job to complete his Ironman mission.
I work in sales, so a lot of my accounts know what I'm doing. My boss, obviously, my company knows what I'm doing, so they're supportive. When I'm focused on my job now, they're getting 110% of me. Mentally, I feel I'm sharper than I was even as close as last year when I did this last time, and I'm even more focused than I was, and I'm a year older, not a year younger.
Having a friend or someone who may have completed an Ironman on your side can't hurt, but if that's not in the cards for you, there are plenty of other options to keep you motivated.
There's books, there's so many support groups out there. If you're on the internet, Yahoo has an Ironman support group. Every single MySpace, Facebook, they've all got them. And there's plenty of information out there about Ironman and triathlon training that you could use.
Kevin also looks to people around him for inspiration.
My major inspiration for April 13th, 2008 is Army Specialist Ashley Kathleen Corbett. She's a Marlboro native. She's over serving in Iraq. She's 21 years old and makes anything that I do pale in comparison to what this kid does on a day-to-day basis in her life. She is a true Iron woman in Marlboro.
This competition is not only about shedding unwanted pounds, being a better runner or swimmer. It's about enjoying your journey each and every day in your own life. Kevin has learned that it's not about if you finish first or finish last. It's about what you've learned along the way. That's where the true accomplishment lies.
To me, my motto's always been, I'm not fast, but I finish.
Crossing the finish line is, of course, important to anyone involved. It's one experience Kevin describes as one of the most amazing feelings he's ever felt.
And the emotions that came through me were somewhat indescribable, just exhaustion, allowing yourself to feel everything you went through for 30 weeks of training that prepared you for this moment in time to cross the finish line. There's not too many feelings that can really touch on it 100%. It's just an incredibly emotional experience that was something I'll never forget.
Now, if you're sitting at home thinking that you may want to get involved, Kevin Brown should be the first on your list to contact. All he asks from you in return is help to reach his own goals as well.
If you are seriously thinking about trying something like this, get in touch with me, send me an email.
Maybe an Ironman isn't for everyone, but there's still something you can do to help. Donate to Kevin's cause.
It's very easy. They go to my website, ironmanjourney.net. All the information will be there to click on the ARC or the Right Turns logo to donate.
As you can see, Kevin would love for you to get involved. There's nothing he'd like to see more. But beyond all this, he does have a message to everyone watching.
Whatever you're passionate about, take the risk, get off the couch, do something about it, and you'll benefit from it.
For more information on Kevin's journey, check out his website at whatareyounuts.com. Start helping Kevin today, and who knows, you may end up at an Ironman competition in the future. In Marlboro, I'm Kristen Doucette for The Magazine.
This month's Faces and Places segment allows us to introduce you to one of our favorite groups, the Marlboro Junior Women's Club.